evening. Today is April 8th, 2025. It is now 6:30, and I will call the Board of Selectmen meeting to order. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry. Right. First off, we'll start with a review of last meeting's minutes.
Mr. Chairman, motion to approve as submitted?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm abstaining since I was absent. Moving forward to community relations and announcements.
Charlton Candidates Forum is Saturday, April 19th. That's from 1 to 2:30 p.m. in Charlton Public Library, the Dexter Hall. Come and meet the candidates running in the May 3rd annual town elections. The questions can be forwarded to Noreen Jones-Smith. She's a Charlton Town moderator. You can guys email her if you have any questions ahead of time. Annual town election is Saturday, May 3rd from 8 to 8, and that's at Heritage School, 34 Oxford Road. Last day to register to vote is April 23rd at Town Clerk's office or online. And then annual town meeting, Monday, May 19th, 7 p.m., Charlton Middle School, 2 Oxford Road. Charlton Earth Day and Earth Fest is Saturday, April 26th, and that's from 8 to 2, Town Common.
All right, thank you. Moving ahead to open forum.
Hi, everyone. Dave Smolsky from Center Depot Road. I'd like to echo some of the comments that were just mentioned. So, good evening, board members and fellow Charlton residents. I'm here tonight with a simple question. Who will make the decisions that affect your children's schools, your property, and the future of our town? On Saturday, April 19th at 1 p.m., a candidate forum will be hosted on the top floor of Charlton's Public Library, where all 19 candidates who are running for elected positions will have the opportunity to present their visions and answer your questions. So why does this matter? Why should you care? Look around the room. The decisions made by our elected officials directly impact every aspect of our lives, from our children's education to our tax bills, from public safety to the character of our community. Anyway, yet historically, local elections across Massachusetts towns often see significantly lower turnout from voters than state or national elections. Many of our important town decisions are made by a relatively small percentage of eligible voters. This means a fraction of our neighbors are effectively deciding what happens for all of us. I'd imagine many of you invest for the future. Maybe you have 401ks, IRAs, stocks, other investments. We've seen how those have been going lately. Well, attending this event is an investment in your future too. And all it costs is a little of your time. Did you know for about the time you'd spend watching a movie on Netflix, you can evaluate every candidate running for office in just one place? It's true. Charlton Town Moderator Noreen Smith will ensure each candidate has equal time to speak and respond to your concerns. The event will begin with a casual meet and greet with some refreshments at 1. The formal event starts at 1:30. And I get it, we're all busy. But can we really claim that we care about Charlton's future if we can't spare a short amount of time once a year to make informed decisions at the polls? Charlton residents can submit those questions they have in advance to Noreen Smith at noreen.smith@townofcharlton.net or in writing the day of the event. And I'd encourage everyone to mark your calendars and help to spread the word. In local government, your vote matters more than in any national election, but only if you know who truly represents your values. Thank you, and we hope to have a good turnout the day of the event.
Thanks,
Thank
Dave.
you, Dave.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
So I get two more people coming up first.
Oh. Hello.
Hi, folks. We are here representing the Charlton Business Alliance. I'm Kara Holland. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and I am the vice president of the Alliance. I am also here with our newest member.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. My name is Mercedes Roman, and as Kara said, I am the newest member of the Charlton Business Alliance. I first moved to Charlton in 2019 after retiring from the Marlborough Police Department as a police sergeant. I did 33 years there, having grown up in Marlborough, and after retirement wanted to seek a nice, quiet, beautiful community that I could call home. So I now live at Curtis Hill, where I've been there for almost 2 years. And I started a new career as a certified life coach. And that is what I currently do, working with other public servants, police officers, and also women that are looking to transform what their current circumstances are to some of the more goal-oriented things that they want to do. So I thank you for allowing me to be here to speak.
Thanks, Ms. Hayes.
Thank you.
We just want to kind of highlight that we have a lot of diverse members, and we are growing our membership. So one of the ways that we are doing that, we're having a business expo. So on May 8th, which is a Thursday evening, we're having a business expo. It will be at in the gym at Bay Path High School. We are still accepting applications for vendors. The vendor space is 10 by 10, and if you're a non-member, it's $50. So we wanted the, have a very low kind of barrier for that. And we're really hoping to max out the vendors and then really have a good showing as far as the folks coming to see what our town has to offer as far as the local businesses. So we have a Facebook page that is pretty active, but we also have a website, which is charltonbusinessalliance.com. Pretty straightforward, and right up front is all the info anyone would need if they did want to event at the expo.
Cool.
So thank you very much.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Ms. Hayes.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, David.
First, my apologies to my fellow board members and those who are here. I don't know why the phone is ringing, since the ringer is silenced and the volume is down, so we just power the whole phone off.
I just keep calling you to test it.
Is that what it, someone keeps trying to get through, and it's just ringing through. But the comment I did want to make, as a member of the board during open forum was, if you recall, at our last meeting, I went down to the table and I addressed the board about my request at the school committee meeting for the school to actually take a position regarding anti-Semitism, bigotry, and hate. And they did not make any commitments to take any action. I left them to the business, came here, and I filled you in. Today, a few weeks later, nothing has still happened, just silence. So I did come in earlier, wrote a quote on the board from a very famous man named Elie Wiesel about always taking sides, because neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. To me, people who run for office and are elected, or who are hired to be leaders, are supposed to lead. And that means you take a stand. You don't sit in fear. You say something. And I am one of those among many who believe that if you believe in something, you will take that stand. And if you don't take a stand, it's because you agree with the oppressor. You're either actively or passively supporting them by speaking up or staying silent. And I've simply asked our school committee and our superintendent to take a public position against anti-Semitism, bigotry, and hate. Nothing has happened. So I'm saying that now in hopes that the school committee and our superintendent will actually show backbone and leadership before the 16th, when I believe we meet again to discuss the school budget. If our school decides to stay silent and not take a position in defense of our community, our families, and our children, then I will be asking my fellow residents to vote against any budget for the school. Not just above and beyond, but any budget, a single penny. To me, I don't see us funding people who do not agree with our belief that this is a no place for hate community. And I don't think it's very difficult to simply put out a statement saying that we will not tolerate it. I expect nothing less from our leaders in our school system to take such a position. And I hope that they will before we get to their budget discussions, where I will be opposing it and asking my fellow Charlton residents to vote against it as well.
So, just a comment on this one, and
Sure.
I'm all about this. But so you see this penalizing the kids, the way to penalize the.
Mr. Chairman,
So
just
I
to-
want to stop right,
Thank you.
we're not going to have a discussion on this right now. If you want to make a public comment, that's fine, but we're not going to go back and
That's fine.
forth.
That's fine.
I mean, it's,
No, that's fine.
we wouldn't do it for any other public.
No, that's fine,
No,
we're fine.
that's fine.
But
I explained my position before.
Yeah, we got it. So did you?
I'm good,
you're
I'm
good?
fine. yeah.
All right. Is there anybody else here for open forum? All right. Hearing, seeing none,
Don't forget the screen.
we'll move
Just a
on
second.
to appointments and resignations.
All right, our first appointment tonight is for the position of police lieutenant. With the retirement of current police lieutenant Cluyer coming up in July, the position was advertised and 6 applicants were received. Interviews for all 6 candidates, all internal, were held by Police Chief Dowd, Deputy Chief Mason, and Human Resource Director Lynn Dyer. Chief Dowd is recommending the promotion of Sergeant Anthony Gribbins as lieutenant for the department with an effective date of July 13th, 2025. Anthony has been with the Charlton Police Department since 2020, promoted to sergeant in 2022, and has over 20 years of experience as an officer. I'd recommend the board make the appointment as requested. Chief, Deputy Chief.
This is a little unorthodox because Keith leaves July 12th. I'm assuming he's gonna use vacation time before that, so we're trying to at least know who the lieutenant is going to be in July so that I can start having him transition in April and May to that position with the thoughts I probably won't see Keith much in June. That's the thought process will give me, and Keith retires the 12th, we start Anthony, if you appoint him on the 13th, which is the start of a new pay period. It's a little unorthodox what I'm trying to do with the sergeant. The sergeant's similarly situated. He is a detective and there's a transition period. If you're not gonna appoint him down the road, I wouldn't be training somebody in the meantime to do that, fill his shoes. So that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm asking early for those 2 appointments, but I don't want the effective date to be till next year's budget.
Mr. Chair? One, I would make the motion, and would also like to thank the chief for volunteering to give up half of his pay in order to fund all of the requests for the police department. It's very
It's the least I can do.
That's very
you
noble.
know.
Mr. Chairman, I will second the motion to appoint Sergeant Gribbins as lieutenant effective July 13th.
Okay, we
Was
have a
this
mo-
Gribbins and also the
I think they're doing them one at a time.
One
I'm
at a
just
time.
giving you a little background of why we're here in
so
July.
we have a motion and a second for the lieutenant's position. Is that correct? Any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman, just very briefly.
Yes.
I just want to say that Sergeant Gribbins, hopefully soon to be Lieutenant Gribbins, I've seen his leadership, I've seen his empathy in the community, both with some personal extended family where he's involved, consoling a relative, and I think this is a fantastic choice. He's just going to be perfect.
Both of those folks would have been here, but they thought tonight was just getting an acknowledgement, or not so much. So they'll be here down at a future meeting just to thank the board.
No further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous?
Good job, Sarge.
All right.
All right, next we have an appointment to sergeant. Upon the appointment of Sergeant Gribbins to the position of lieutenant, Chief Dowd is recommending the promotion of Officer Jason White to the position of sergeant effective July 13th, 2025. Promotional exam was held in the spring of 2024, and Officer White is the top candidate from that list. Officer White has been with the Charlton Police Department since 2007. I'd recommend the board make the appointment as requested.
So moved. Second.
Chief, did you have any further comments on this?
No, I think I said it in the initial.
So we got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
None at all?
Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous.
Thanks, Levy. Thanks, Chief. Thanks, Deputy
We got
Chief.
another one.
Thank you.
Next, we have an appointment of a traffic constable. Attached is a request from Police Chief Dowd asking the board to appoint Steve Buffoni as a traffic constable. I'd recommend the board make the appointments as requested with a term expiration date of June 30th, 2025.
So moved.
Any
Steve
comment?
lives in Charlton and he previously was a Southbridge police officer before he left for the grid.
Nice.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous.
All right, now we have a couple of resignations. First resignation is for the local inspector. Attaches a letter from Casey Burlingame resigning his position as a local inspector effective Friday, April 11th, 2025. The board should accept his resignation. Letter thanking him for his services in your sign folder.
Thank you, Casey. So moved with regret.
second with regret.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is a resignation of the Council on Aging kitchen clerk. Attaches a letter from Sharon Vital resigning her position as Council on Aging kitchen cook effective Friday, April 10th, 2025. Board should accept her resignation and a letter thanking her for her services in your sign.
So moved with regret.
Second with regret.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
What do they do in the meantime until they backfill that? Just curious.
Be filled by existing staff or volunteers.
Okay.
No further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
And finally, a resignation from the Arts and Activities Council and Cultural Council. Attached are 2 letters of resignation from Diary Veras from the Charlton Arts and Activities Council and Cultural Council due to moving out of town. The board should accept her resignations and a letter thanking her for her services in your sign folder.
So moved, and thank you, and good luck.
Second, and again with thanks.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. A little ahead of schedule.
Do the notes.
New business?
Yeah. All right, the signing of notes for borrowing. So Treasurer Collector Virginia Porter is here to ask the board to approve the signing of notes for borrowing for the fire substation project and a landfill cap project. Once approved, the board will be asked to sign. Below you'll find the required vote for the sale of the bonds and notes.
Where is it?
Oh, sorry.
It's just this one?
Yeah, that one.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What's the motion?
Okay.
Yeah, I looked at it quickly. I didn't see a motion.
No, I don't.
As provided.
Motion to approve as submitted.
Second.
Motion and a second. Do we have any discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thanks, Virginia.
Exciting stuff.
Mr. Chairman, do you want to do the warrant?
Sure.
Yeah, knock that out quick. All right. At the board's last meeting, the annual town meeting warrant was closed. You're being asked to reopen the warrant briefly to add Article 5 for a borrowing article for the fire engine. I'd recommend the board include this article in the warrant. The board should also start the review of the articles. Warrant has to be posted with the town clerk's office no later than April 24th, 2025. Just as a note, Articles 14 through 24 are still under review for the planning board, so final warrant language is subject to change.
Mr. Chairman, procedurally, I'd like to make a motion to reopen the warrant.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, subsequently, I'd like to make a motion to add Article 5, which is the borrowing article for the fire engine.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye. Mr. Chairman, through you, Andrew, when you mentioned that when you'd like to review the articles, I mean, like I read them.
Yeah, they're all
it's every
pro
start-
forma.
Yeah, it's the pro forma
Yeah.
stuff, so that being said, unless there's objection from the board, I'll make a motion to, once again, close the warrant.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
None.
Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nice. All right. Good job, Pete.
Close enough? All right.
Nero Esquire on behalf of St. Mark Coptic Orthodox Church of Boston requesting to remove from Chapter 61B approximately 18.6 acres of land as shown on Assessor's Map 10, Block C, Lot 2.11, located off Gould Road and Cemetery Road. The Planning Board, Board of Assessors, Conservation Commission, and Water Sewer Commission have all reviewed the request and have no objection to the town of Charlton choosing not to exercise their right of first refusal for this request. The chairman should open the public hearing by reading the attached public hearing notice, and I'd recommend the board approve the request.
Okay, public hearing notice. Please be advised the Charlton Select Board will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 at 6:50 PM at the Charlton Town Hall, Meeting Room 1, 37 Main Street, Charlton, Mass. 01507 via Zoom with the address listed, passcode listed, and phone access number listed. to act on the request of Francis A. Nero Esquire on behalf of St. Mark's Coptic Orthodox Church of Boston to remove from Chapter 61B approximately 18.46 acres of land as shown on the assessor's map 10, Block C, Lot 2.11, located off Gould Road and Cemetery Road. Anyone interested should appear at the date and time specified or submit concerns in writing.
No concerns were received.
Is there anybody here to speak on it? Hearing none, seeing none.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
We have a motion? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, subsequently, I would make a motion that, again, affirming that we are not going to exercise our right of first refusal.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
None.
Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Got the student reports right on time
Oh.
of the next hearing.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we got 5 minutes to the public hearing.
Try turning it back.
So,
Will I do the student reports?
Yeah.
Yeah, student
Rosalie,
reports.
do you want to start off with the student report?
Turning it
Oh,
off.
of
See you,
course.
Dave.
I tried.
Okay.
I can't.
So, athletic season has just started, so I have a few notable records right now. Girls lacrosse is on a streak right now with 3-0. Congratulations, girls. Boys outdoor track team placed in their closest match against Shrewsbury last Wednesday. Congratulations. If you are interested in attending any sporting events, please check out the Shepherd Hill Rams website for more information about the game schedule. Shepherd Hill's award-winning show choirs, Fantasy and Illusion, are proud to have performed so well this season, and their last performance is tomorrow for 9 at Shepherd Hill for their district show. I believe that's at 6:30. And drama is in production of their spring play. More information to come soon. As for school-wide, students attending the foreign language trip will be getting their backpacks later this week. They'll be gone for April break, and we wish them safe travels to France and England. And NHS has picked up hygiene donations to all 7 schools in the district. They will be bringing all donations to Abby's house in Worcester on Thursday, so thank you to all who donated. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Rosalie. Emma, would you like to go?
As for Bay Path, starting with our school-wide news, we are shifting gears, and Bay Path is looking towards our Skills USA state competition, which is an opportunity to showcase their technical, leadership, and workplace skills in various fields like welding, graphic design, culinary arts, and among many others. Our Massachusetts state competition is taking place May 1st through the 3rd, with over 50 Bay Path students attending, and they were all working hard to fine-tune their skills for May, all the rest of this month. Moving on to sports, our spring sports are going strong with student athletes playing hard in all respective areas, including track and field, baseball, softball, and more. We continue to wish them all well and success and love having them as part of our Bay Path sports family. And shifting to student council and steering committee, our members are actively involved in the preparation for junior and senior prom, focusing on decorations, music, and event logistics. Their goal is to make this year's prom a truly special occasion for each class. We thank them for their hard work and cannot wait to see how everything turns out. And as always, don't forget to stop by the new Minuteman shop when you visit for a delicious meal or for any service provided by our salon. It is a great spot to support student initiatives and school spirit. Thank you.
Thanks, thank you. Did you want to run through yours?
Sure, sounds good. All right, so first off, Town of Charlton has been awarded a $17,540 grant through the Community Compact Cabinet's IT grant program. The awarded grant funding will be used toward the implementation of multi-factor authentication, so sorry, gonna make you guys give you a little bit more of a headache accessing your stuff. Fire station project update. So mobilization has commenced on the fire station project. As of yesterday, tower construction has started the installation of silt fencing and security fencing around the site. We've been working in collaboration with DCRSD to minimize any potential traffic impacts during the mobilization phase and during the project. So looking forward to a good start on that. The number 2 schoolhouse project, we've started the phase 1 improvements on the number 2 schoolhouse with Crocker Architectural out of North Oxford. The phase 1 repairs include structural roof reinforcement, wood siding, and trim repairs, as well as slate roof replacement and some selective exterior painting. And finally, the Woo-Sox Charlton takeover for 2025. So with the start of spring and baseball season, we've collaborated once again with the Woo Sox to schedule a Charlton Town Takeover. So mark your calendars, because this year's Town Takeover will be Thursday, August 21st. So be on the lookout for additional updates throughout the season.
Good job.
Thank you. All right, we got 55.
Perfect. 6:55, poll hearing for Oxford Road. Oh, right in line with the fire station. Attached, you will find a request from National Grid requesting permission to install one sole-owned pole on Oxford Road. Also attached is a notice that was sent to the abutters. The request has been forwarded and approved by both the police chief and DPW superintendent. No comments or concerns have been received. Chairman should open the public hearing by reading the notice as sent to the abutters, and I recommend the board approve the request.
All right, the notice was sent April 1st, 2025, public hearing notice. The Charlton Board of Selectmen will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, April 8th, 2025, at 6:55 PM in Meeting Room 137, Main Street, Charlton, Mass. 01507, to act on a request from Massachusetts Electric Company doing business as National Grid to locate poles, wires, and fixtures, including the necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures along and across the following public way. Oxford Road, National Grid to install one sole-owned pole on Oxford Road beginning at point approximately 113 feet east of the center line of the intersection of Oxford Road and Morton Station Road. National Grid will be installing one pole from commercial service installation. Anyone wishing to be heard in this matter should appear on the date and time specified or submit concerns in writing.
No concerns were received.
No concerns were
The
received.
National Grid is here.
Always like to see our friends from National Grid in.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, fine.
And this is associated with moving the pole for the fire station project.
Oh, is that what it's? Mr. Chairman, through you.
Yep.
Well, when the.
Assuming this is our standard, and we're just moving the poll, no issues?
No.
Good enough. Motion to close public hearing.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks for coming in.
All right, thank you.
See
You
you.
can stay for the rest of the meeting if you're on overtime. or-
It's like a fixture.
Yeah.
All right, moving down to our next meeting announcement, it will be the regularly scheduled select board meeting is April 22nd, 2025.
16th is actually,
That's our joint meeting. It's
Oh.
not on here, but,
That's right. At 6:30, meeting room 1.
cool. Everybody good? Motion adjourned?
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah.